In our fast-paced world, one of the most undervalued resources we possess is time. It's not money, status, or connections that separate those who succeed from those who don't. It's the way they leverage their time. Many of us get caught up in the idea that success is a matter of luck or inherent talent. But what if I told you that the real key to achieving greatness is mastering your time and aligning it with unwavering discipline? This is the foundation upon which everything else is built. And it's the same message that echoes through the powerful words of individuals like Andrew Tate, who have pushed themselves beyond ordinary limits. The urgency to act, to push beyond our comfort zones, is critical if we ever hope to transform our lives. In this chaotic world filled with distractions, it's easy to let the minutes slip away, to waste hours scrolling through social media or indulging in arguments that serve no real purpose. But here's the harsh truth: the clock is ticking, and the competition isn't waiting for you to catch up. Whether you realize it or not, you're in a race. And in this race, your only real opponent is time. The reality of time, why it's more valuable than money. Time is money, we've all heard this phrase. But what does it really mean? It's not just about turning hours into dollars, it's about recognizing that every moment you spend on trivial matters is a moment lost forever. Rich individuals invest in private jets and personal assistants not just because they can, but because they understand that time is the ultimate asset. They refuse to waste it waiting in lines or being bogged down by mundane tasks. On the flip side, the average person often squanders time on things that don't matter, arguing over trivial issues, getting lost in endless streams of entertainment, or procrastinating on the things that could actually move their lives forward. The key lesson here is to stop treating time as if you have an endless supply of it. You don't. None of us do. And once you truly grasp this, you start prioritizing what truly matters. The myth of balance: how to prioritize like a winner. People often talk about work-life balance as if it's some magical formula for happiness. But the reality is, if you want to achieve something significant, especially if you're starting from the bottom, balance is a luxury you can't afford. Success demands sacrifices. It's about making tough choices, spending less time on entertainment, cutting out toxic relationships, and redirecting your focus on what really matters. For instance, many people get caught up in petty arguments with their partners or friends. But Andrew Tate drives home a crucial point: you don't have time for unnecessary drama. Every second you spend arguing or stressing over trivial matters is a second you're not investing in your dreams. Successful people don't waste energy on what doesn't propel them forward. They channel their focus on what truly matters, ruthlessly cutting out the noise, turning pain into power. The role of resilience. Life is hard. You're going to face challenges, setbacks, and pain. But here's the kicker: it's how you handle those moments that determines your success. Tate often emphasizes that complaining about headaches, injuries, or life's difficulties is a waste of time. Because at the end of the day, your competitors, the ones who are hungry, relentless, and driven, don't care about your excuses. They're pushing forward, regardless of how they feel. When you train yourself to overcome pain, to push through fatigue, and to ignore the excuses your mind feeds you, you unlock a level of resilience that most people will never achieve. Imagine being in a fight, whether it's a literal boxing ring or the metaphorical fight of life. Your opponent isn't going to take it easy on you because you're tired or hurting. In fact, that's when they'll hit you the hardest. The world doesn't owe you sympathy, it only rewards those who keep pushing despite the odds. Falling in love with the process, mastery over motivation. One of the greatest misconceptions about success is that it's driven by motivation. But motivation is fickle, it comes and goes like the wind. What truly drives lasting success is discipline, the ability to do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. The secret isn't in finding the motivation to start, but in falling in love with the process. Many people start projects, jobs, or hobbies with enthusiasm but quickly lose steam when the initial excitement wears off. That's because they're addicted to the feeling of motivation. Successful individuals, however, understand that the real magic happens when you commit to showing up every day, putting in the work, and refining your craft, even on the days when you don't feel like it. Consider this: you don't need to love every single thing you do, but you should strive to be great at it. It's about respecting yourself enough to put in the effort, not because you're necessarily passionate about the task itself, but because you're passionate about excellence. You develop a habit of being good at things, not because you always enjoy them, but because you refuse to settle for mediocrity. The power of bravery: expanding your options. In life, bravery opens doors that fear keeps closed. Being brave doesn't mean you're never afraid, it means you act despite your fears. Many people live their lives constrained by what they believe they can't do. never realizing that the only thing holding them back is their mindset. Think of life like a chess game. Every move you make opens up new possibilities. But fear paralyzes you into inaction. Bravery, on the other hand, allows you to consider bold moves that others wouldn't dare. This is where real growth happens. The more courageous you are, the more options you have. This is true in business, relationships, and personal growth. When you're willing to take risks, to put yourself out there, and to embrace the unknown, you discover paths that others will never see. The compound effect, small wins lead to big victories. One of the most powerful principles you can apply in your life is the idea of the compound effect. It's not about making one big leap that changes everything overnight, it's about the small, consistent actions that build up over time. Whether it's improving your health, building a business, or developing a skill, the key is consistency. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of grand gestures, but true success comes from the daily grind. The little choices you make every single day determine your future. Want to get fit? Don't focus on one intense workout, focus on showing up to the gym every day, no matter what. Want to build wealth? It's not about chasing get-rich-quick schemes, it's about making smart, consistent investments in yourself and your future. Final thoughts, seize the day, every day. At the end of the day, everything comes down to one question: how badly do you want it? If you're not willing to push yourself, to face discomfort, to sacrifice your comfort zone for something greater, then you have no right to complain about your lack of progress. Life is short, and time waits for no one. You can either let it slip away, or you can seize it and make every second count. You have a choice every single day, to either coast through life, complaining about the things you can't control, or to take charge, give your all, and create the future you want. So the next time you find yourself making excuses, remember this: the people who are out there winning aren't better than you, they're just more disciplined. They refuse to waste time. They refuse to settle. And they refuse to let life pass them by. If you want to change your life, the time to start is now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Create your own moment. And remember, it's not about being the best at everything, it's about being relentless in your pursuit of becoming better every single day.